If the canopy fails, the sloth is an agile swimmer, capable of holding its breath for 40 minutes by voluntarily slowing its heart rate. Inside their mouths are solid bony pegs, creating a self-sharpening serrated edge for defense and eating. The unique adaptations of the sloth ensure its resilience. From their grip to their defense mechanisms, every part of the sloth is optimized for low-energy survival. These evolutionary marvels demonstrate that efficiency can be the ultimate survival strategy. The sloth shows us a masterclass in biological engineering. We asked if the sloth is lazy. The answer is no. They are perfectly adapted to their world. Sometimes, the best way to survive the chaos is simply to slow down. Thank you. When we hear the word sloth,
Alright guys, that was kind of the pre-done one. And now, we're going to see if we can do it. Hope you guys are having a great day. Pretty sure I am. I mean, hanging out with these animals, how can it get any better? I'm going to grab Dash also, and we're going to do the... Is it real? Yeah, that's real. That's Flash. And I'm actually going to grab Dash too. So, hope you guys are having a great day, because we're going to hang out with some cool animals. Sorry, I'm getting Dash. I'm getting him some food. Sorry, I was getting this cute little guy. That's what took me a minute. Alright, he is cute. Alright, let's see if we can make this work. Good morning, everybody. We're live here at Kelly Riverside Farm. This is Dash, and he's a two-toed or two-fingered Linnaeus sloth, and so is Flash. We have 4 sloths here at Kelly Riverside Farm, and they're all two-toed or two-fingered Linnaeus sloths. Pretty cool. So inside that two-toed sloth, there's the Megalonithes, and so you have the Linnaeus. They are called the Clopius dictalis. I probably didn't say that right, but at least I tried. The three-toed sloths, you have the Brady's. That's what I call them. You got the Pygmies, the Maine three-toed, the pale three-toed, and the brown three-toed. So how it kind of goes for the kingdom, it goes animal, Corydate, Mammalia, Pelosa, Falovia, and then Brady. Maybe that should be a song. I don't know if I can say that right. Good morning, everybody. This is Dash, and he's a two-finger or two-toed Linnaeus sloth, and we're live here at Kelly Riverside Farm. That up there above me, that's Flash. He's the coolest. Another animal that the sloths are related to are the three-banded armadillos, also the southern three-banded armadillos. Now, I don't know if that's just because they have a little bit of an accent, but here's the real deal. All of those animals, including the anteater, can roll themselves up into a ball. So they're the only mammals that can do that. It's pretty cool. God gave them this ability to say, hey, you can't bother me, and they just roll up or roll away. A lot of people say, hey, why don't you have any three-toed sloths? So the reason that we don't have any three-toed sloths is they really need to eat the leaves of the Sarcopia tree. Sarcopia tree does not natively grow in North America, so no three-toed sloths for us. Guys, another difference on the 2 versus the 3-toed sloths has to do with the number of vertebrae up in their neck. Also has to do with the mask. So a lot of people, when they see the sloths that have the mask and kind of that smile, those are the 3-toed sloths. 3-toed sloths have 8 to 9 cervical vertebrae versus the 2-toed sloths, which have 5 to 7. So you'll notice that the 2-toed sloth will flip its neck all the way back, but the 3-toed one, that's the one that kind of rotates it side to side. Oh, Flash is on the move. Where you going, Flash? Hey, buddy. Flash is always cruising around, trying to see what else he can get into. Maybe it's the coloring down there. Hey, Haley, where are we located? We're located in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. We actually have over 150 animals. We have sloths, kangaroos, llamas, alpacas. Flash is down there messing with that thing. Look at him. He's like, I'm gonna get it. And we even have fennec foxes. They're pretty cool. So here's another thing that most people didn't know. There used to be giant sloths. Now I'm talking huge, like they were like 20 feet tall or something, but they were so big that they would make tunnels. They didn't climb up in the trees. And if you like guacamole, you can thank the sloths of old, and here's why. So when they would make those tunnels, they would eat avocados whole, and the seeds would pass through them. So at the ends of those tunnels, they would find huge groves of wild avocado trees. So to me, I say thank you to the sloths of old. You love the foxes? I do too. The fennec foxes are awesome. They have these huge ears. And another thing that those ears do is they radiate out heat. And also, fennec foxes, they can pant at over 600 times per minute. And that's what they do to cool down. What do you guys think about the jungle sounds I got going on? I think they're pretty fun. So a lot of people say, oh my gosh, how can a sloth just hang out all day long and not get tired? Well, here's the deal. God built their hands and their claws in such a way with their tendons that this is their relaxed state. So when they're holding on, they're not expending any energy because God was like, we're going to give you a little extra feature. That's what I call a bonus. Hey, Haley, you love sloths? Well, come on out to Kelly Riverside Farm and hang out with some sloths. It's pretty awesome. So, I'm sure you've probably heard, sloths only use the bathroom once a week. And here's the deal. The reason that they only use the bathroom once a week is it's to save energy, because it costs a lot of energy for them to go up and down the tree. So, they go down the tree and they go in the exact same spot. And in that spot is where the sloth moth lives, okay? So when they use the bathroom, that sloth moth crawls up onto their fur, for real. He's normally covered in hundreds of bugs out in the wild. You wouldn't want to hold him. Then they crawl back up into the tree, covered in those bugs. But when they groom themselves, they get a little bit of the algae, they get a little of the bacteria, and some of the protein, and then they ingest it. So, pretty awesome that God gave them that symbiotic relationship to survive on such low energy. I call that a master plan. Yep. All right, let's see here. So a lot of people ask, they're like, what's their predator? What is gonna eat them? Well, it could be a couple different things, but it could be the harpy eagle. So these little guys are up in the tree, just out there cruising, looking for some leaves. and then maybe the harpy eagle swoops in, or a jaguar trying to get him. But what happens is usually him, maybe the jaguar goes crashing down to the ground from like 100 feet up in the air. But the sloth is going to survive. And the reason that the sloth is going to survive is it has 46 ribs, and it has this connective tissue all inside it. It's like God gave him a seatbelt because he was like, dude, you're always going to be falling out of trees. So when he smacks into the ground, he's going to survive because he's not going to get all that secondary injury. I think that's pretty cool. And the harpy eagle is crazy cool looking. He looks like he's wearing a helmet. All right, so a lot of people say, how does the sloth keep from getting lightheaded? It's upside down, it's right side up. Where does the blood go? Here's the deal about the blood. Here's the deal about the blood with the sloths. Retta miable. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it sounds really cool. Retta miable. So it's like a mesh that goes over their vessels in their blood, and it keeps it pumping throughout their system. It's called, again, intelligent design by the creator. Another thing is that the resting heart rate is pretty low. You're looking at like 60 to 80 beats per minute because they're chill sloths, right? I mean, that's what everybody wants to be, is a chill sloth. Where are we? We are in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. We have over 150 animals. And you can come here and hang out with this animal. Look behind me. That's Flash. Here comes Flash. What you doing, Flash? What you doing, bud? Flash is always looking for a good opportunity. You want some more food, bud? Let's see what we got here. What you got? You want mango? Mango. Good morning, everybody. That's Flash, and he's a two-finger or two-toed Linnaeus sloth, and I think he's the coolest thing ever. This is Dash. He's pretty cool. We can hold Dash, but not Flash, but either one you can come and hang out with, because they're both awesome. I gotta switch arms here. Dash, you're wearing my arm out, bud. Dash is like, I don't care. I'm a sloth. Hey, where are y'all watching from? I like to know who's watching me there. Maybe I should be worried. Good morning, everybody. Hope you had a great New Year's. We're out here hanging out with sloths. This is Dash, that's Flash. It's a little chilly outside, but I think it might actually warmed up now. We're gonna have to go outside and see how beautiful it is. We were just talking about the Retta marble. I don't know if it's how you say it, but it's really cool. It's this mesh that goes over the vessels for the sloths, and it keeps the blood pumping. How cool is that? North Canton, Ohio, how's it going? Huntington Beach, California, keeping it real out there. Happy New Year to you too, Christy. You need a sloth exhibit. Yeah, come visit us. Flash, do another bite, bud? Guys, get this. We have covered wagons that you can stay at here at the farm. The discount code is New Year 26. Gives you 26% off of the covered wagons because it's 2026. I know. We're real creative like that. That's so you can remember it. You know. Hey, bye. Good morning, everybody. We're live here at Ecoe Riverside Farm. Oh! Hey, Flash. You want a little bite, bud? Yum. Good morning, everybody. If you've ever wanted to come hang out with some awesome animals, you can do that here at Ecoe Riverside Farm. This is Dash, and that's Flash up there. We learn about Flash, and we cuddle Dash. So, where are we located? We're located in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. This is Flash. He's a two-finger or two-toed Linnaeus sloth. We also have Scottish Highland cows. Did you know that Scottish Highland cows were first registered in 1884? And the reason that they're all gingers? Queen Victoria. She was out there cruising around and she was like, you know what? I like the ginger cows. The next thing you know, they're all ginger cows. They are cute, I agree. Flash, you want another one, bud? I got another one for you if you want it. We're trying to see if he wants another one. Good morning, everybody. We're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm, and this is Flash, and you can come here and do that. Feed Flash, hold Dash. You can ride a camel, you could ride a horse, you could bottle feed a kangaroo. You never know. I'm gonna stop rhyming because it's gonna turn into a song, and I can't sing, and I don't wanna hurt y'all like that. Good morning, everybody. Oh, I guess it's afternoon now, unless you're on the West Coast. I think just a minute ago we might have had Australia watching. So, if you're coming from Australia, I would appreciate it if you bring me some Tim Tams, those little chocolate cookies. They're delicious, like really, really good. Somebody brought them once, and I was like, these are yummy. You want another one, bud? Who knows? All right, let's see. Where are we at here? Something a lot of people wonder too, can they swim? Get this, sloths can swim. They can actually swim faster than they can really move through the trees. And God gave them the ability to hold their breath for a pretty long time. There's been reports of them holding their breath up to 30 minutes. That's a pretty long time. A lot of people say, hey, what about their teeth? So here's the deal. They're not really incisors. They're little pegs, and they just constantly grow. So they always have to have something to gnaw on, right? Because we don't want them to gnaw on us. What's the temperature in the habitat? Great question. So sloths need their environment to be between 75 to 80 or even 85 degrees pretty much all the time. So right now I think it's 80, 81 degrees, and I'm dying in this hoodie, for real. But luckily when I go back outside, I'll get frostbite again. Afternoon, everybody. If you're just now joining us, this is Dash. He's a two-finger or two-toed Linnaeus sloth, and that's Flash. I think we're gonna go ahead and end it here in just a little bit. Really appreciate everybody following, and Happy New Year. Oh, I think we have just a couple more minutes. I gotta go for like 2 more minutes. Let's see here. We'll do a quick little one on this. While we're getting this set up, where are you guys watching from? I'll switch arms so you're not just staring at my pink elbow. I'm sure that's not fun. I'm trying to get this to go. I don't know. It might work. Afternoon, everybody. Happy New Year from Ocoee Riverside Farm. This is Flash. This is Dash. We're here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. We have over 150 animals. Get this, there's a new discount going on. It's called New Year 26. It gets you 26% discount off the wagons. Check it out. So, no encounters going on today, but just thought we'd come in and say hello to everybody. It is beautiful out there. We do have the monkey house that's going to be done really, really soon. So, if you want to come hang out with spider monkeys and actually swing with the spider monkeys, I'm being for real. Like it's a house that you go in, and we have spider monkeys, and you go in there and you swing with them. It's really pretty awesome. So that's Georgie and Joy. Georgie, he kind of is like a Red Bull athlete. He's got a little bit of energy. But Joy, she's a sweetheart. She just wants to reach out and cuddle with you. You want another little bite, Flash? Oh, he's still chewing. Afternoon, everybody. If you're just now joining us, This is Dash, and he's a two-finger or two-toed Linnaeus sloth. And right up here above us, that's Flash. And he's just out here hanging out, saying good morning. We've had some snacks. And this morning we were bottle feeding baby kangaroos. So, if you guys have ever wanted to come bottle feed baby kangaroos, you can do that here. And also, we have Scottish Highland cows. Did you know Scottish Highland cows were first registered as a breed in 1884? For real. And the reason that they're all gingers, that has to do with Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria was out there riding around. She was like, those ginger cows look good. Next thing you know, they're all ginger Scottish Highland cows. I think it's pretty amazing. Their little bangs, so cute. I love it. Afternoon, everybody. We're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm, and this is Dash. You want one so bad? Well, we don't recommend people having a sloth as a pet, but here at Ocoee Riverside Farm, we are certified by the USDA as an exhibitor, so for all intents purposes, we are a zoo. Again, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for all of 2025 for following and for sharing. We really, really appreciate it. I think this year we just hit 200,000 on Facebook. Again, we appreciate that. We're about to do it on TikTok. And all that is because of you guys, and it really helps to care for all of the animals and to be able to continue and share this every day. And like John and Donna Warner say, our goal here is to share the animals and share the love of Jesus Christ with everybody that comes here to the farm. And it is honestly a great highlight when kids come out on field trips and we get to explain where we think the animals came from, that they came from a creator by a marvelous design and not a randomness. Again, thank you so much for everybody that's been to visit us and for all the likes and the follows and the shares. And the live nativity that we had just a couple weeks ago, that was amazing. Thank you to all the churches that came out and helped and all the volunteers. Really, really appreciate it. All right, guys, we're going to end for today, but we hope to see you out at the farm here in person. Again, that code is New Year 26, and that gives you 26% discount off on the wagons. Are we open today? If you're staying here on the farm, I think we're open for some things, but not actually farm tours today. People are home enjoying the time with their families. So I hope you are too, and have a wonderful day, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.